Hi everyone, this is BritSimon. There's just a few days left for the DV lottery of 2021, so let's just make sure you can finish your entry and overcome some of the issues that people are having. Okay, so this will be a quick video. There's no need to labour this. There are a few more days. The lottery period of entry closes on November 5th at noon. That's noon in Eastern Time in the USA. It's not necessarily noon the time, wherever you are, okay? So November the 5th, as of today, we've got about Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Tuesday we've got 4 full days left. You have time to finish your entry, but some of you are encountering some problems with the entry, with the system, and I've been getting consistent emails from people saying I've got this problem or that problem. So I want to cover a few of the common problems that I've heard of and the solutions that I know of, and just make sure that your entry is going to be submitted. Okay, so here we go. So the first thing that I think people are doing is that they're taking too long to enter their details on the DV lottery entry system. You should know the information you're about to put into the system. You should have it all there. You should have your passport. You should have your the passport of yourself. You don't necessarily need the passport of your spouse or your children, but you do need your own passport. So that should be available, and you should be able to. You know your name. You know your date of birth. You should be able to go through these details pretty quickly. So fill out the first page pretty quickly, get to the end, make sure you're accurate, be honest in your answers. Those are important key points, but then press submit fairly quickly. Don't wait a long time. If you wait too long, the computer system, your computer system, may lose contact with the server system for the DV lottery, and so you may get some sort of weird connection issues because of that. Okay, you may get an error. The next people are doing, I think, is using perhaps the wrong browser. If you're on a computer where the browser is giving you consistent errors, if there is another browser on that same computer, switch to that other browser. So if you're using Chrome, try Internet Explorer or Firefox. Just try a different browser on the same computer. Another thing you can try is switching to what's called incognito mode or private browsing mode in the browser. I know in Chrome that's Control-Shift-N, for example, and that will give you a new tab, which is a private browsing tab. That doesn't hold cookies, etc., and it may just give you a way to enter where you haven't been entering up to now. There may be some extensions installed on that computer that are stopping the entry going through. That could be the problem. Bearing in mind that millions of people have already entered so far this lottery period. So if you're having a problem, the problem is probably with yourself or with the computer you're using or your network, because other people are succeeding just fine. So really you have to go in with that mindset, okay? That's the next point. So, incognito mode may get you out of a spot. I've talked about using another browser. Here's something else one other trick that and I've been aware of over the last few weeks, and a couple of people have confirmed this to me. So, it's important that the photo you're using is in the JPEG format, and that it is smaller than, I think, 245K in size. That's a fairly small size. Now, ideally, you've used the official photo tool, and if you have, it's cropped to a 600 by 600 pixel size, and it will have saved it fairly small. A file of that size should only be about 80K or so, 90K, or something of that size. So if you've got a very large file size, or if the extension of the file that you're using, your photo, is a .bmp or a .png or something other than JPEG, then that could be causing the problem. And just to be clear, JPEG is JPEG or JPG, okay? Those two extensions are both considered JPEG types of format, so they should be okay. All right, so make sure you've got the right sort of file for the photo. That's important too. That is tripping some people up. And I can't remember the error message that it gives you, but I think it's like a 404 message, which is where it can't find the site. So that might appear to you like a network problem, but actually it's to do with the file you're using to upload for your photo, or perhaps one of the derivatives, okay? So make sure that's okay. Okay, so those are the things, you know, be a bit faster, use a different browser, switch to perhaps another computer, by the way, you could do that. Get off the network that you're on, try another computer. Make sure you're, you know, you could try incognito mode and switch your file type for the photos. You know, those are the main points. One other point that I just want to make, a number of people have told me that some agents are still submitting entries without passport numbers, or people have selected themselves that they are exempt from issuing giving a passport number. That's nonsense. The rules were changed this year to insist that you have a passport to be able to enter the lottery system. If you don't have a passport, you can't enter. There are 4 days left. If you don't have a passport by now, you're not going to get one in time, you can't enter. Try again next year, be more prepared. I have been telling people that they will need a passport for several months now. The rule was issued, I think, around July. I issued information about that immediately on my blog and on my website, etc., and also on the YouTube channel. So really, by now, you should have had your passport. There's enough time. And if you can't get it, then I'm sorry, you can't enter this year. And there's no point entering with, you know, with the wrong passport. One other thing about passport, by the way, when you enter with your passport, if you were to try a second entry, it should reject that second entry because the passport ID is the same, and the system has been changed this year to check at least that little bit of information that that's a duplicate entry. That does not mean you can enter a second time, you shouldn't anyway. But if you enter by changing the passport number a little bit, it's not going to help you. You're just going to be disqualified later on. So why bother going through that process and just be disqualified? You'll waste fees, you'll waste time, you'll think you're a winner, you're really going to be disqualified, so don't bother. Okay? So I hope this is all clear. I wanted this to be a fairly quick video, didn't want to go into a lot of information, so I hope I've covered enough information so that you can get your lottery entry in this year. Best of luck to you with that. I hope you're one of the lucky winners. 50,000 people will eventually get green cards from DV2021. Around about 20 million will enter. That means that there is a low chance of selection. Obviously, it's a lottery, it's not a guaranteed plan. But who knows, you could be a lucky winner. I and my family were winners, and we are now living in California, and because of the lottery. So it can come true, it can work, it's a real system, it's not all fake, as some people think it is. But you know, if you want to enter the lottery, by all means go ahead and do so. Good luck to you. All right, okay, that's it from me. If you like my channel, please let me know. If you like this video, just click the like button below. Do subscribe to my channel to make sure that you're getting all the updates. There are only 4 days left in the DV2021 registration, so I won't be issuing another video about DV2021. But I will be producing a set of videos fairly soon that are talking about life in America, whether it's worth it to move to America, how life will be like, etc. for you, and dealing with some of the challenges that you'll have to go through. Okay, so I hope you'll look out for that, and I hope you'll enjoy those videos too. All right, good luck everybody, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.